had a situation where I was conducting for Danny because we didn't have. I forget why it was a midnight run, and it was a string session that.
Oh, cool! Awesome.
The strings were very. It was very difficult because he had free time, composed it, and then the director, he cleaned it up and made it so that it had some time, and the director hated it, so we had to record it.
It didn't work for the movie. Yeah.
So we had to record it to this free time. So I had to figure out how to conduct this string ensemble. The bass player, Buell Nightingale, wonderful guy since passed. He could tell that I was freaking out. He came up to me and said, "We're all here to make it work. We're on your side."
Right. Everyone's working towards a common goal, right?
And he was absolutely right, because I was sitting there with the best musicians in the world looking to me to guide them through this thing, and that I was not, and I'm going to tear up. I remember that moment for the rest of my life.
It's beautiful. That's amazing. I mean, like, first of all, of course, but like, what an epiphany at the same time. Like, because it's you can know something intellectually, but to feel it emotionally and be like, oh, we're doing this. We're in this together. We're in the same boat.
Yeah. It's
not
all
rowing to shore.
They're not here to get away with something. They want to make a piece of music that works and make everybody happy, and they're here to support me. So I was like, oh boy, that completely changed my career as far as how I looked at every moment I was in the studio.
Yeah, no, I love that, because it's again, especially when you're in a situation where live performance, you get like a back and forth, right? There, you see the reaction of the audience. You can tell if something's getting over, if it's not getting over. And when you're in a situation where you're recording, you're composing, so on and so on, you don't necessarily have that back and forth. So all you have to rely on is the other people you're in the room with. And that can be, some people are very expressive players, and some people are,
And the unusual thing is this bass player who did this for me. Yeah. It was his reputation was of being very difficult, and he's very difficult because he tells the truth. He tells his truth. He's hard on engineers when the guy puts the microphone in the wrong place for that he tells them. He says,
it doesn't sound good. Yeah.
he's like so he actually did one more really sweet thing, wonderful thing for me when he retired. He played electric bass and stand-up bass. He used to he played electric bass. He had taken over the bass player for the Carpenters records.
Oh wow. Okay.
He's a famous bass player that did the Carpenters. I can't think of his name. Chuck something.
Yeah.
And that guy moved to Nashville. So Buell took over.
Got it. Yeah.
And that guy gave him the same amplifier that he had done all the records with.
Oh, cool.
So sound would be the same.
The sound is there's gonna be consistency to it. The sound's
going
to be
the
the same.
When Buell retired, he wanted that amp to go to somebody he thought could use it.
All right.
I have that amp.
That's awesome.
It's this wonderful concert amp of a certain vintage with great speakers, and it's a beautiful